Guys, I have messed up. I think. I might be okay, but I want to show you something. Well, good evening, guys. As you guys know, we have a lot of projects that we have got to get done before our hay season starts. Our hay season consists of native grass hays, so we're a little bit behind. We don't have any rye or anything like that to cut early, so we're a little bit behind on when we get started with our hay seasons. But one of the things that I have to do is I have to service everything. I want to show you guys what it takes to get one of these tractors ready. So I'm going to start this series, and there's a real good chance that I'll do this in pieces because there's so much to do to one of these tractors. I think tonight, one of the things that I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and get the oil changed because I know I can do that. And then I may look at the hydraulic filter. All right, guys, I don't know if you guys can see everything, but right here, this is my oil fill. And then I've got a fuel filter back behind here. And I don't have a fuel filter today for this tractor, but I also have an oil filter, and it's down here. It's down below, and I'll show you guys that when I get to that point. Well, guys, right here is my oil drain plug right there. You see it in the video. I'm going to get a wrench, and I'm going to drain that into my drain pan. And hopefully my drain pan is large enough. I don't know that I've used this drain pan on this tractor before, but it's got to be close. So let's get us a wrench and see if we can get that drained out. That is always our goal. And I do like to wear rubber gloves if I think of it and if I have them handy, because that really makes a difference. There we go. Yes, sir. We'll let that run for just a little bit. We'll get back at it. It's still oozing, so it's not all out of there yet, and it was sure needing to be changed. All right, guys, after checking and confirming the ACO oil filter that I have on here, this Wix filter that I bought to replace it, and I thought that's what it was for. It's been in the back room in my house for a while, but that's a Wix 51459 filter, and it's a direct replacement for this Perkins engine on this Massey. So the engine, or the filter number for Massey, is a 1447031 M2, and that's the actual filter number from Massey or ACO. So looks like the oil has drained enough down here, so it's quit running. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the plug back in it, and we'll put the oil back in this tractor. We'll get her going. And I'm gonna do my best to not drop that plug in that oil, because I'll have to fish it out, and I don't want to do that. I do not want to have to do that. I definitely don't want to cross thread it. There we go. We got her going now. And this old oil, boy, this old oil was dark and dirty. Whoa, boy. That is some well-used motor oil there, guys. Look at that. Phew, I about sloshed it out too. Yeah, I'll have to drain that and put that in these containers when I get done. Guys, this is the oil that I've used in it before. Being I have this oil, and that's what I had in it last time, I may actually use this oil in this tractor. I don't think it's going to take much more than 2.5 gallons. If it does, I'll top it off with Rotella T. It's all 1540 and it's all new oil, so I'm not big on. I don't think it's going to matter if I cross these over. And this thing's just dusty, dirty because it's been in this barn since last year, since last hay season. I bought some, and that's why it's in here. This shouldn't be too difficult to do, as long as I take my time with it. Yep, and it's new oil because it's sealed, and I thought it was. Probably a different kind of funnel, but it's the only one I got with me out here today. So I think it's all going in there. Like I say, guys, this is just how the Okie Sharecropper does it. This is not necessarily the most correct way. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pour that directly in there and see if it's any better. Because I can. I think I can pour some in there. Oop, nope. That didn't work very good at all, guys. It was going in there, but it's also going on the ground. So let's get our funnel back and use it. There, that'll help some right there. If it'll stay there. Man, oh man. That took a little patience right there to pour that in there. Now, oh my goodness, guys. You know what I did? Guys, I have messed up. I think. I might be okay, but I want to show you something. You see that right there? That's the new filter. I'm pouring oil in this thing. Haven't changed the filter yet. One good thing is the filter's up on the side of this engine. So there's a chance that this filter isn't in. It won't drain this oil out when I change this filter. I've never done it that way before, and I didn't intend to do it that way. So my bad. I made the mistake. I might be paying for it. Like I said, this wasn't intentional, but I may have messed up. I'll go ahead and put that lid on there so I don't make any other mistakes at this point. Yeah, it's turning. Starting to anyway. But do we? There we go. Boy, I had that thing tight. I know there's some oil going to run out of it because it was full of oil, the filter. So I'm not too concerned about that. That is going to happen. So you're going to hear some oil. There's a little oil there coming out. Hopefully that'll stop before too long. We'll get this other filter prepared. What I'm doing, guys, I'm putting oil on this seal right there. Go ahead and dump that out of there. Best I can out of that filter, because that filter, I'll have to throw that filter away, and I really don't want to mess up my trash can. I can set it out there in a bucket and let it drain, but we'll get the most of it out of here. Boys and girls, that old filter's supposed to fit. And it is. It's a direct replacement. So let's see where I can see it. I don't think I'm going to tighten this one near as tight as I did that last time. But as of right now, we've got plenty in it. It's over full, but there's no way that that's over full. I mean, it's just, I don't believe that. That's what it's showing. That filter don't hold that much, but my goodness, 2.5 gallons. I would have thought it would have held 3. Maybe not. I guess we'll start her up and see what happens. May have too much in it, guys. Guys, I'll tell you, if that is too much oil, only thing I got to do is open up that plug down there and let some out. But I bet it's not too much oil. I'm going to go ahead and check it just for giggles. And then let it set and run down the engine. No, it's full, guys. That's showing on the full mark, I think. Let's check it again. It's showing full, guys, so I'm going to say that it is. 2.5 gallon. All right, that's the oil change, guys. That took, like I said, that's going to take a little while. Now, guys, one of the things I'm going to do, let you guys watch me. Like I said, I'm going to get rid of this oil, but I've got to do something with it. I got to put it in a container. And the only thing I know to do is put it back in the container of the new oil that I just put in it. It should fit. Like I said, it should. So we're going to do that right quick. Oh, goodness. If that stuff comes out the top of that, I'll know I was full. Well, guys, like I said, we'll do this in a several part series. I know that probably wasn't the most interesting thing you'd ever seen, but that is how you change the oil in a tractor. They're pretty much all the same, unless the new ones, they may have something crazy about them. I don't know. But that's in an old tractor like that one, that's how you change it. I know those John Deeres over there, the older John Deeres, they're basically the same thing. So, because there's 3 of them over there. My brother has. So I've helped him change his before. But anyway, I appreciate you guys coming along, and hope you enjoyed that as a how-to. I don't know how much how-to stuff you guys like to see. I kind of wish YouTube would push my how-tos a little bit more, because pretty much everything I do, they classify it as a how-to. And maybe someday it'll get out there, and somebody on here that owns a Massey 583 Brazilian made will understand a few more things about your tractor, because I can guarantee you I've looked online and you can't find anything about this tractor on YouTube anywhere. I've looked everywhere, and the only place I can find information on is to go to the Massey Ferguson place, and they know all about it, and they won't sell you the parts. They won't sell you all the pretty parts that goes to it. So, but as far as doing yourself on this, you know, I've had to learn it. Just had to learn it. So, but anyway, like I said, guys, that's it. We will come back on another video, and I'll show you some hydraulic stuff on this tractor. But if you're new to this channel, welcome aboard. And you're going to see a lot of farming stuff on here. You'll see some more barrel racing stuff. But things like this right here is what we get into every day. And then, of course, this old horse behind us is making all this noise. I'll show you her. That is Blue Eyes. She is old. Whoa. Sorry, Blue Eyes. I didn't mean to scare you. But she was poor. And we went to wetting her feed down, and she gained about 200 pounds. So that's another tidbit of information. If you got an old poor horse that's getting poor, if she ain't got her teeth anymore, that's probably what it is. She can't process grass. If you see wads of grass out in the field where they spit them out, she chew it up, spit it out, that's probably what it is. But I promise you, if you'll start wetting her feed down and feed her, we feed her about 12 quarts a day, once a day, wet down. It's about a 5-6 gallon bucket, probably about 5 gallons of wet feed. And she'll look like that in just a few months. But like I said, just a tidbit. That's another thing we've been doing on this channel. Like I said, guys, and like I always say, until next time, you guys please stay safe. We'll see you next time.